What's up everyone? So I wanted to do a quick update video on some issues I've been having with the car and show you guys what I did to fix it, so maybe if you have this issue in the future you won't have to go through as much research and trial and error as I had to. So at the last race, the Outlaw Street class at Paducah, I checked my data log after the last run and my fuel pressure was dropping significantly. It was dropping down to 40 psi when I was at 27 pounds of boost, which is bad. The Holley's the only thing that saved the engine. It opened the fuel injectors up, the closed loop fuel control did what it was supposed to, and it saved the engine, kept the air fuel where it was supposed to be. So what I noticed was that the alternator would stop charging above around 5,000 RPM, and I shipped this engine at 7,500 RPM. I bought this PA Performance alternator last year. It's the 130 amp. It's powder coated black. It's supposed to be one of the better alternators that you can buy for these cars. So pulled the paper out of the box for it, and there was a formula in there to figure out how fast you're spinning the alternator. The crank pulley on my car is 6.75 inches, and the alternator pulley that was on here is like, I think this one is just under 2 inches. Can't remember the exact size of it. Anyways, the math said that at 7,500 RPM I was spinning this alternator to 28,000 RPM. The paper said you're not supposed to spin these things over 16,000 RPM. So I figured that was probably my charging issue, and I was hoping that I hadn't already messed the alternator up. So as you can see, it has a bigger pulley on it now. So this pulley is a Metco Motorsports 3.2 inch pulley. It's actually for an 0304 Cobra with like a 4-pound lower. This is the only oversized pulley that I could find that will bolt on to this style alternator. I bought a KRC power steering / alternator pulley off Summit, and it wouldn't fit. It didn't fit on the alternator correctly, and when I bolted it up, it locked the alternator up. So the only downfall to this Metco pulley is it's an 8 rib. So I mean, it doesn't look bad, but you know, you've got 2 extra spaces right here that the belt's not filling. I mean, it's just a small trade-off for whenever you're doing performance stuff like this, and you need this stuff to work right. So now with this pulley at 7,500 RPM, I'm turning right at 16,000 RPM on the alternator. So I took the car out to Midnight Madness at Clarksville Speedway last night and did some testing. I did a wastegate pass, and then I did a pass with the car turned up. It was turned up pretty high past the 60-foot mark, and it did pretty good. It was on the 2810 5s, because the Midnight Madness is a lot of street cars going down, and the track usually kind of starts to fade away as the night progresses. So anyways, that's my little spiel on what you need to do to make these alternators charge at high RPM. I hope this helps, and then I'll attach the 2 videos of my test passes last night.